Hello there people, it is Friday night. It is time to have a quick look at ADA Cardano over the past 5 days. Really strong what we are seeing for ADA Cardano and for a lot of other cryptos in the past 5 days. So if you do remember guys, in the past we have looked at the fundamentals of this crypto. We're going to do that hopefully again tomorrow perhaps, or some point over the weekend at least, just to bring you guys up to speed on some of the fundamentals. Anyway, we have seen a lot of good action for crypto in general. We've seen Dogecoin rocket obviously to the moon, or at least close to the moon, and now we have seen a lot of other cryptos follow. So the crypto market has been good, it's been very hot recently, and we're going to be talking about what this means for ADA Cardano, and perhaps for a lot of our other favourite cryptos going forwards. So again, this video is on Cardano, as you obviously know, but if you do want to see videos on other cryptos, other stocks and all that kind of stuff, what's hot on the markets right now, make sure to give that like button a smash, and obviously smash that subscribe button whilst you are down there, because we talk about all the hottest stocks, cryptos and all that stuff on this channel on a daily basis. So again, let's jump into this video, look at how this one has been moving over the past 5 days, then look at some analytics and some statistics that we do have to reflect on. So we're going to focus quickly on these less detailed Yahoo Finance charts. We can see obviously ADA Cardano has seen a big run up since November of 2020, where we started to get a bit of traction with this one. Back then it was worth about 10 cents, and of course, you know, if you'd have bought that one at 10 cents held until now, you would have been rich. But there's no point looking at what has happened. Let's look at what could potentially happen in just a moment. Anyway, first, over the past month, you know, if you'd have bought this one at the lows, they were about, you know, prices of $1 almost exactly. If you'd have bought then and held until now, you'd have made about 40 cents per coin profit, so not too bad again either. But recently, we have seen this one really start to rocket ever since about the 10th of April until now. And again, the crypto market as a whole has been quite hot. Now, one thing which we are seeing with both Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a lot of the other cryptos, apart from Dogecoin really, is this big, well, not that big, but quite big sell-off after this big rally. So we can see, if we were to just quickly sum this pattern up, we saw a big rally up here. I would consider it to end here. Then we saw a bit of consolidation, didn't really move by too much, and then actually we dipped a bit further. Now today, towards the end, it looks like it could be coming up a bit. However, it's not really, you know, broken past the previous highs yet. But regardless, over the past month, we have seen big gains, and now we are almost, in fact, we actually have broken past new highs with Cardano, and that does need to be recognized because it is a big deal. So yeah, we can see this in a bit more detail over here on these more detailed Yahoo Finance charts, where we can see obviously a few days of consistent growth for this currency, which is really fantastic. If it will let me move across, you'll be able to see this on your screen right now. So let's quickly go and highlight it. Well, apparently it doesn't want to let me do that, so we just go quickly refresh the page. But yeah, we can see now we have had 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 days of really big growth on this currency, which is a good and big deal in my opinion. So yeah, it really is quite a good thing to see now with Cardano. I think it does give us a lot of potential going forwards. A lot of strong pressure that we are seeing. If we can move in a bit closer to the 5-day charts, we can see how volume does realistically work with this currency. Of course, once volume is quite hot, it does get quite hot, but when it is quite low, you know, it's not necessarily too bad. But obviously, let's give a bit of context basically in comparison to what we have been seeing recently. We're going to move out into these 1-day charts and of course look at the volume over the past 5 days, because it is something to look at. So we can see on today's candlestick we have a big, well, a relatively big body actually, quite a big body, and of course a big wick coming up to the upside and a big wick to the downside. So again, today was quite stable, we can see, but it is still a green candle nevertheless. Anyway, volume for today, if we can highlight that, was about 5 billion, which is a big number. So again, that was quite high, 5.91 billion. Yesterday we saw volume figures of about 5.3 billion. The day before that about 9 apparently. And of course we can see as the candlesticks do get a bit larger, volume does step up. Now, when this currency was dead, we saw volume of like 2 billion, 1 billion, 3 billion down here. So we can see it really has stepped up by quite a bit, almost doubling the amount of interest, or at least the amount of trades made with this one in the past 5 days. So that's big information that we are seeing, and now the price is reflecting. Now, one thing that I can tell you for certain is that the whole crypto market has been crazy recently. Let's have a quick look, and we can see that a lot of our favourite cryptos are following the patterns that we have been seeing with both Cardano and many of our others recently. So let's have a quick look. Bitcoin is seeing a similar pattern to which I spoke about earlier. We saw a big run up, then we saw a bit of consolidation, in this case even a bit of a sell-off, and then we dropped a bit. And now it looks like we are going back up a bit, but of course not enough to bring us into the green if you'd have bought at the highs. We can see down here Ethereum, that is still up massively, saw a similar sell-off, but it wasn't as steep, which is good. We have Binance coin, or Binance coin rather, BNB, which is up here. This has apparently done a big growth and then sold off a little bit as well. And we can see XRP, similar story. Dogecoin has not taken this sell-off in a similar way, as you can imagine, because of the amount of interest in it. But regardless, we can see a lot of these cryptos have taken a similar pattern to how Cardano has over the past few days. So for that reason, I don't think it's too concerning that Cardano has seen a bit of a drop in price, and as you can see, it's even pulling itself up a little bit stronger than some of our other favourite cryptos. So that is quite something to notice. It is pulling up a bit stronger than both the BNB coin and even a little bit stronger than Bitcoin, which is good. So it looks like this one at the moment is slightly outperforming a lot of the other cryptos, which is a good deal. Let's move over to the social interest that we do have for Cardano ADA over the past day. This information was published only 3 hours ago, I do believe, 4 hours ago now, and this was on Lunar Crush social listing for cryptocurrencies. This is on Twitter, guys, make sure to give them a follow, but basically, as their name does suggest, they give a social listing, they look at some of the statistics and the amount of searches and whatnot for all cryptos, and then combine them and have a quick look at what is the most popular. This talks about the top 10 coins by social volume over one day. So of course this was the last 24 hours, and it gives us a bit of an understanding of what is going on. Dogecoin, it is to be expected, was the most popular, but down here we can see Cardano was still pretty high on the list. So a lot of these other altcoins have obviously had quite a similar amount of interest as Cardano did. But obviously, Cardano is still not doing bad. We can see on this list it ranked number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So of course 6 not even too bad at all. If we do remember last time's episode, we can see this was actually number 7. So it has moved up in interest by quite a decent amount, to be honest, and of course it's quite a nice amount, and it is good to see Cardano being searched for more. So personally, guys, I think this past week has been very good for Cardano. The price has been up, we have broken past new highs, crypto's getting more attention than ever, which is fantastic, and obviously we do have potential to see this rally continue into the weekend and even through until next week. Again, we'll be doing a bit more of a detailed video hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, at some point over the weekend, so on Sunday, looking at the fundamentals of Cardano, and of course a bit more of a look at the price and how it has been moving in some more detail. But I thought I'd just bring you guys a quick episode looking at what we have seen over the past week. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all again very, very soon. Goodbye.